If you recruit somebody, you train them. That's part of the deal. If you wanted to recruit someone, then it's like part of your contract. You have to teach them how to do this, because I'm not making more work for myself. If I had all this extra time to recruit all these extra people, I want them as my front line.
I agree. I completely agree. Unfortunately, you know, there are people that either fall off or don't simply just don't train their people, and I understand that happens, but that's when I would step in and say, hey, you know, I realize, are you getting the training that you need? And I would reach out to people. But you guys have to realize, like, one person can only do so much. So, like, I have a group of 210 people. I think it's right around that. And there's no way that I can train 210 people. And so that's why I'm trying to instill in my team and in my group, like, you have to train your people. One person can't do all of the training. Like, you have to step up to the plate and train your recruits, because they came to you for a reason, because they trusted you, and that's why they wanted to join your team. So there's that. Does anyone else have any questions? You can just make sure you unmute yourself, because a lot of you are muted. Kayla, I think I see you down there posting stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get off soon because I have to go run. But I have the hardest time of, like, I offer it to my people and, like, maybe one or two hook on. But other than that, like, I can't get them to want trainings. I just continue to post in, like, our group message, and I'm working on my team page now. It'll probably be up next week. But, like, how do you get them to want to be trained?
So you can't. If they don't want to be trained, then they don't want to be trained, and that's on them. Like, you gave them the resource and the tool, and they're not biting at it. Like, that's all you can do. So okay. It happens to me, Kayla, too. I have multiple frontline who I reach out to and, you know, just say, hey, you know, I have training calls or coaching calls, and either they don't reply or they say, I'll get back to you, and they never get back to me. So yeah. That's on them.
But then they'll come to you with, like, 5 million questions, and I'm kind of like, I don't want to be mean, but I'm like, listen, like, if you would have let me get on the phone with you so I can went over this, like, 2 weeks ago, you would know. It's hard.
I know it's frustrating. Being a leader is really hard. But if they are coming to you with a million questions like that, then that's when you need to say, okay, we need to do a call so I can answer all of your questions at once. And I would just remain consistent and just keep telling them that. Like, you can't just sit here and answer all of their questions. Like, you've already offered your time for them. They need to accept it. It's only 15 minutes. Like, everyone has 15 minutes that they can spare to grow to grow their business.
Yeah. I'm going to work more on that with them too, because it's like, if you just take I offer them like 20 minutes just to get it all out and get it in there to do. But thank you. I know that I'm not the only one who has that problem. But I'm going to go run now. So thanks, guys.
That problem. It's okay.
I'm going to listen to the rest of it when you save it on Redeemed. Thank you. Bye.
Does anyone else have anything to add?
I have the same problem, though, with people, like, not wanting to be trained after. Like, I have 4 people, and just one of them is the only one that'll do training calls with me. One of them went MIA after she joined, and haven't heard from her since.
So, Stacy, what I would do there, because that's happened to me, I literally had a girl, like, blowing up my phone, messaging me, like, she wanted to join, and she wanted to join right then, literally right then. And so, you know, she joined, and I was really excited, because usually people who are really excited are, like, going to be, like, rock stars. Like, they want to learn, they want to grow, everything like that. And literally never heard from her again. I've messaged her multiple times, nothing. I'm telling you, like,
I've messaged the one girl, like, a couple, but she won't answer me. And then the other one, she submitted, like, a $200 party last month, and then she messaged me this month and was like, I just don't think this is for me. And, like, I've when she joined, like I consistently like try to do coaching calls with her, and I like consistently try to encourage her and like train her, and like I don't know what to do at that point.
So what I would suggest there is you send out an email once a month to your front line, okay? And just say, you know, I'm here for you guys if you need anything, and leave it at that, because you're still reaching out to her. She still knows that she can come to you if she needs you, but you can, what is the phrase? You can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make them drink. So, I mean, you're offering her, if she's not responding to you, then I would stop. I have people that don't respond to me too, and I don't put my energy into them. Only put your energy into those who want it. Those who are wanting more and want to grow their business and want to change others' lives. Like, that's where your focus needs to go, because it's going to drain you. They will literally, the people who don't want it, and I know you want it for them, but they have to want it for themselves ultimately. And if they are not taking advantage of what you're offering them, then just let it be. I would message them once a month and say, hey, I'm here for you. Here's my phone number, or please email me back if you need me.
I know Shelby always says like love them or leave them, so that's what I've been trying to do. It's like I want them to want it, but I can't make them.
Exactly. And sometimes I think I sound like really harsh when I say that, because stuff never comes out my mouth, right? And it's fine. It's just, I'm okay with that. But like, love them and let them know that you're there, but do not kill yourself for them, because at the end of the day, you have a business to focus on, and you have, you know, the people who want to take it serious to focus on. So
yeah, same. It's not harsh. Your people know that you're there for them. But if they don't want to take advantage, that's on them. It's their business, not yours.
So I have a not necessarily a problem, but like a situation that I'm getting ready to find myself in. So I'm under Taylor. I joined the day after she did. So I don't really expect her to train me. Just because honestly, we've learned everything together. So I have somebody who joined under me 2 weeks ago, and she's doing really, really well. Now I've like personally met up with her 3 times since she joined. And I talk to her basically all the time, but she has somebody that is joining under her on Friday. And so I feel like she's going to kind of be in the same situation that I was, where it's going to be difficult for her to train this girl because she's still learning.
I have had 2 best friends that joined the same day. One joined under me. The best friend joined under her the same day. So it's actually, I would say it's easier, because whatever you are teaching the girl that joined under you, she can turn around right then
and give it to her.
Okay. And they're going to learn together.
Okay.
They're going to learn together. But some people would just say, okay, well, actually, why don't you just train them both? Like, honestly, you could train them together. But who is the girl that joined under you?
Kathleen, the one that just hit Shooting Star.
Okay, so Kathleen it's actually going to make Kathleen a much better leader, and it's going to push her out of her comfort zone if she is training the other girl that it's about to join her team. I know she just joined, and she probably feels like she doesn't have anything to offer, but she does.
Obviously.
Yeah, she does. She just hit freaking Shooting Star.
Yeah.
She can turn around and teach this girl, okay, well, this is what I did to reach Shooting Star. You can do it too.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Anyone else? No? I think I went over everything. I really sometimes I struggle when I see people not training their people. But like I said, you can only lead a horse to water. You cannot make them drink. So if they aren't taking advantage of what you're offering them, then that's on them. So literally love them, but leave them. They know where to find you if they want to make something out of this business. And that's okay. Since he's not for everyone, direct sales is not for everyone. So if that is the case, then make them feel that that's okay, because it is okay. They literally joined to give this a shot. They don't know if this is going to be like their forever job, okay? Like me, yeah, this is my forever job. But some people it's not for, and that's okay. So make them feel that it's okay. So that's everything that I wanted to say. Anyone else have anything? I want to hear from some people that I'm not hearing from. Crystal, come on. Calling you out.
Okay, so I totally just saw this and I just got on, so I have no idea what you're talking about right now. I'm so sorry. I didn't even see the Zoom until like 2 minutes ago. I was like, oh crap. So what are you asking?
I was just talking about training, like being accountable for the people that join your team, like training them.
Yeah.
And not just when they first join. Like this needs to be like a consistent habit.
Pattern? Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely agree. I mean, definitely leading them to their first 70 days is the most important, because that's where you're going to get the most strength out of them. Like you have to build them from the beginning to grow them into, you know, consistency and have them continuously doing the same thing. But you can't just stop after the 70 days, because yes, they should know what to do, but sometimes it could be, you know, I could be going, oh my gosh, you know, I feel like I'm in a rut, I don't have any ideas. And it could take, you know, Rara coming to me and telling me things. And I'm like, you know what, I got it. So sometimes just talking to them, seeing where they're at with their business, checking on them, just kind of giving them ideas. Because sometimes they don't want to just tell you. They need you to check on them, and they need you to, you know, give them different ideas, just a new mind, to keep that fire in them. Otherwise, they're going to die off. If they're getting nothing out of it, to them, it's just a waste of their energy. So it's very important for you to keep that fire and that why in them, so they can remember, you know, that there is more to it. Yes, there are going to be hard times. It's not easy at all, but everything you put into it, it will be worth it.
100% agree. I will share a method that Katie Lassiter shared with me. She said that at the beginning of every month, she goes on her workstation and she prints off a list of her direct frontline. Because when some people go inactive, their people under them might roll up to her. So she prints off a new list, and I'm going to start implementing this. I've never thought to do this, but she goes throughout her planner and she writes down names for, I don't know if it's every day of the week or maybe one specific day of the week, but she writes out names and she voice messages those people every morning and just tells them, like, hey, I'm here for you. If you need anything, please let me know. Because
That's a good idea.
Once you grow a team to where you have like 30, 40, 50 people directly under you, it can get hard. It can. So you have to find a method that works for you, but you still have to figure out, okay, a way that's still going to let your people know that you're there for them if they need you. Okay, but that's the whole point of training your people, is to build leaders. You're training people to where they can start leading their people from the front. So like Shelby, she's one of my directors. I barely have to check on her, because I mean I check on her, but she already pretty much knows what she's doing. But so I don't have to put a lot of energy and focus on Shelby. I can put more of my energy on someone else who might have just joined or who might have just hit lead or star consultant. So I can build them up to be leaders, and then so on. Then I reach down once they hit director and they're good. Yes, you still check on them, but you don't have to put so much energy into them. You can put it somewhere else, to someone else on your team who might be struggling a little bit more. Okay, because you're gonna hit ruts. Like, it happens. I still hit ruts. Okay, I've been with Cincy for almost 2 years. I still hit ruts, and I have to figure out ways to get out of them. So
I see two people talking about the $15 kit. So there are going to be kidnappers too. Don't ever feel like, if you're training your recruits the way you know you're supposed to, do not get discouraged if they do not do anything, because you can only train so much. If they don't want to, they're not going to want it. It's not you. It's just not their passion.
yes. Completely agree. If they don't want it, then love them, but leave them.
So I have a question
question.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get this. So I'm not on any of the teams. So Tiffany Green and I met at World Tour this year in Raleigh. And I had 12 people on my team like 2 months ago. I now have 9. And this is with, I'm sorry, my dog is like begging for water right now. So now I have 9 consultants, and I did a call with one of my girls that joined under me. She's a lead consultant. I know she can pick up Star if she wanted to, but she joined another direct sales. So I've seen firsthand her PRV go from like $1,500 a month down to like $500 or $700 a month, and I'm like, well, if like, I don't want to make her feel bad for stepping away and doing something else that she enjoys, but I see the direct negative effect to my team and for me promoting further as a consultant.
Have you reached out to her?
Yeah, so I talked to her like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, hey, just wanted to check in, and she was like, yeah, the 3 people that I recruited are going to end up not doing Scentsy anymore, so she's basically losing every person that she's recruited.
Yeah, so in that case, I would have like a heart-to-heart. I don't know your relationship with her. If it was one of my direct frontline, I would have a heart-to-heart and just be like, look, you can only put your energy 100% into one thing.
Mm-hmm.
One thing. Because if you think about it, you have so many other things going on in your life. Like, you have a family, you have friends, you have a social life. Like, you can't, and this is just my take on it, you can't give one direct sales company 100% if you're also with another direct sales company. I would have that heart to heart with her. And then the other thing, like, if she joined this other direct sales company simply because she's losing those 3 teamies that say they don't want to do anything with it, then she just needs to grow her team. She needs to find people.
Well, she joined a couple
months ago. Is she training her team? That's the thing. Are those 3 people getting like down in the dumps because they're not seeing any results with Scentsy yet?
Well, so these team members that were on her team were all doing good. Like, there was one that was kind of because their child was really sick. So I was very understanding to that, like, hey, just do what you can, because they were in and out of the hospital a lot. But the other 2 people seemed to be doing pretty good with being on her team, but it just, I don't know what happened, and I guess I'm kind of afraid to kind of have that heart-to-heart talk with her, because I really want to and be like, yo, like, you're doing so good. What the heck happened? And with this other sales, like, she gets 50% right off the bat, and I'm just like, I can't give that to you. Like, I cannot sit here and say Scentsy's going to give this to you right away. You have to work for it. But I don't know if these other 2 people are going to leave Scentsy, and then this teamie's going to leave Scentsy, and then.
Have you reached out to her teammate?
And I did reach out to one, and so the different issue, I guess, with mine is that I'm active duty military. My husband's active duty military. She's active duty military. And I think 2 of the recruits under her, their husbands were active duty military. So it's kind of hard because everyone's active duty. Everybody's life, changes on a whim. And so I'm very understanding of that, because that's the life that I live. And so I don't know how to address the situation. I don't know how to deal with the situation.
I would reach out to, first of all, I would have a conversation with your direct downline that joined another company, and just ask her, like, hey, what's going on? Like, I saw you join another direct sales company. Like, what are you, just get her take on it. You don't have to be like pushy or anything. If she doesn't want to talk about it, then I would leave it at that. Now then, since you have seen that she's not taking it as serious as she was, I would just say, hey, do you care if I reach out to the girls on your team? And if she said, yeah, then I would literally get their numbers off the workstation, and I would text them and say, hey, I'm so-and-so, I'm your upline. do you need anything?
Right.
I do that all the time. I reach out to people that aren't directly under me all the time because one, I want them to know who I am, and I want them to know that they can come to me if they're not getting what they need from their sponsor.
Yeah, and I think
Because
that
some people fall off and they get discouraged because they're looking at their sponsor, they're seeing that their sponsor was like go go go, and then all of a sudden dropped off the face of the earth, doesn't post anymore, doesn't reach out to them, and then they feel lost and they feel like, okay, well, I guess I'm not doing Scentsy anymore.
right, yeah. I come from a team that does not do a lot of trainings like whatever group Tiffany Green has added me to. Like, this is a whole different ballgame from what I'm used to. Like, I walked in with blinders on. I had no idea that that's the way it could be. And so I've started to kind of take some things off of these groups and add it to the first group that I was in to kind of share, because I feel like we're supposed to help each other that way, you know? So
Yeah.
I kind of feel like it's a double-edged sword because I'm trying to help my team and I tag them and stuff on whatever teams Tiffany's in. And then I try to transfer it over. And then I'm helping the person that, I joined under in her team. That I guess I kind of feel overwhelmed because I'm trying to do too much. But then again, like last month, I don't even think I sold anything because I was, kind of going through some things and dealing with some things. And I'm already at my 500 for this month. And so it's like, I know if I push myself that I'm fine, but I just don't want to overwhelm myself.
Yeah. So in that case, I would literally just, you could even send them an email and just say, hey, I'm so-and-so. Please let me know if you need anything. That doesn't mean that you have to pick up the phone right then and have a call with them. They could schedule something, and it literally 15 minutes. That's it. Okay, because you have a life, your family comes first, your business comes first, and then your team comes third. Okay.
Right.
And I would just do it that way. But do not overwhelm yourself, because then you're gonna find yourself in a frenzy.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah. I'm just kind of like, okay, what is in my limit of what I can do? Because I want to hit director this year. I know that it's possible, and I've kind of thought about I'm looking at getting out of the Army, and so it's like if I can hit director and hold director, then maybe it's the right thing to do. So I'm just kind of like touchy-feely, what can I accomplish kind of thing without, I don't know.
Yeah. You can do that. You can do it. I would just reach out to, you could even send a message to your entire downline.
Okay. Cool deal. Thanks for chatting.
You're welcome. All right, y'all. I think that's everything. If anyone else wants to ask any questions, now's the time. I will say, okay, so I don't know if you guys saw me do this earlier. I realized that I did not record. So yeah, that's Rachel for you.
It says it's recording in the top corner.
Oh yeah, it's recording now, but not until Shelby started talking.
Oh, just kidding.
So
It was only like
I was trying to make you feel better.
10 minutes in.
yeah, well, I felt like that was where all the gold nuggets were. That was when I was getting heated. I don't know if y'all saw me breaking out in hives. I was getting flustered.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch the first 30 minutes now. Jesus.
So I will still post the recording. I'll actually post it to the director page, and then the directors can post it on their specific pages so everyone can see it. I'm sorry that I forgot to hit record. I literally looked at it before I started, and I was like, let me hit this. And I was like, no, I'm going to wait. No. Then I have short-term memory loss. It's terrible. It's terrible. But I appreciate all of you guys joining in on this training, and I hope you guys got something from it. I am going to post this I'll make sure this is on the director page, and then I will do a post on the director page and just say, hey, please make sure this is on your team pages so your people can download it and use it, okay? Feel free to change it up to what works for you. And yeah, it goes over shooting star, sensational start, talks about a home launch party, announcing your kit on live on Facebook, the orders tab, the news tab, scent and warmer of the kit. Scent and warmer of the month kit is what I meant. How we get paid, compensation plan, training center, and then like business cards and labels. Okay. So I will put that, just make sure that I'm going to write it down so I don't forget. All right, y'all. So, hey, tomorrow, by the way, so you guys don't forget, Katie Lassiter is doing a leaders training. So there's that, and it's going to be gold. It's going to talk all about systems. So if
What
you're
time is that?
struggling in your business and you need something to like keep you on track, I want you guys to be on tomorrow. So
What time
Yep.
is it?
Don't remember. I'd have to look. I believe it's 8. I think it's 8 o'clock.
It's 8 o'clock.
Thanks,
It is
Sam.
8 o'clock. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow at 8. So I'm gonna stop the recording.